We got the killers over here.
Yeah! We got the killers over here. Yeah!
What's up? This your boy, Coach DOC, live from the 6-1 grade. I got my co-host with me, I got KT. I got my boy, Coach Poe, Trenches Reloaded in the building. Today I got two living legends in the building, man. Centerville born and bred, Cahokia certified.
Cahokia Heights.
You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect my boys, man.
Nah, man.
We got Jerome Muldrow, and Darren Goodwin in the building. We're gonna start today off, man. I've been on social media and I've been hearing a lot of talk about who's the best receiver of our time, and there's some guys that's a little younger than me, and they talking about who the best receiver. I want to see what you guys got to say about the receiver.
Hey, me, hands down, Randy Moss. Hands down, Randy Moss, dog. Like, ain't nobody better than him, period, point blank.
What is it about Randy Moss that makes him the best receiver?
First off, you got the speed, you got the size, and you got the hands. That's all you need. And he make plays, playmaker, you know.
Do he make his team better?
We ain't always talking about the team. You said the best receiver. We didn't say the best team.
Make his team better.
I don't know. Every team he left did better once he left. I don't really know if he make him better.
That's
Randy
a
Moss,
subjective
Tom
statement.
Brady was undefeated to the Super Bowl.
This is
Did he have any receptions in the Super Bowl?
They put up some of the best numbers in history.
I just want to know what he did in the Super Bowl, though.
The Super Bowl is not always the measuring stick.
Man, the biggest stage.
Hey, we talking legends though. Randy Moss, he outlived his name. Man.
So
Still
did you
to
say
this
the
day,
best
he get Moss
receiver to
every
not
day.
win the Super Bowl, or did you say the
No,
best receiver?
I didn't say he had to win it. He had to
You said
perform, though.
now you talking about he made his team
Moss
better.
was
Coldest, man.
Two of the top three didn't win no Super Bowl.
Randy Moss
Thank
the
you,
coldest.
Period.
You said.
Moss to go for sure.
Yeah, everybody else, when we talk about who the best, y'all mention rings. So how y'all gonna say Moss the best and we ain't gonna mention rings?
Every receiver on the field is trying to moss somebody.
Right, he got a nickname
I'm taking T.O., dog.
You take
over Moss?
I'm taking T.O.
Not over.
that's not debatable?
No, sir.
Cause y'all know who I'm taking and it's not even debatable. He number one. Jerry Rice.
For sure.
Simple. Nobody did it better.
My favorite receiver of all time.
He's a Cowboy.
Somebody. No, he's
Okay,
Thought Michael Irvin.
I thought he was the Coke machine. Michael Irvin.
Playmaker, you know, that's
I met Mike, he was cool too.
Yeah, but see, you know, you have to go off people that you done actually met.
Who you meet, dog?
My boy who I actually met, and the reason why I say he's my favorite, because my favorite player of all time, Deion Sanders, said that this person was somebody that was real hard for him to cover.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And that was Isaac Bruce.
Yeah. Isaac Bruce was cold, though. He was cold. Isaac Bruce was cold. Martin Hurst was cold. Reggie Wayne was cold.
No way.
But they weren't. They weren't Jerry Rice.
Bruce was dope.
So we waited for 30 seconds to listen to this bleed up for you to tell us Isaac Bruce.
Isaac Bruce! Off top!
He already said Moss was the best.
I know, but
That was
still,
it.
I thought he was
So
talking about
what I want to know is what criteria you guys going off of to say Moss was the best? Because y'all said height, speed.
Just the fear factor he put in you.
He got
See
a
Moss
whole
over there,
bird.
you know to get back.
Yeah, you
Everybody
got
that.
Moss.
Everybody don't make you do
You
that.
ain't get Rice. You ain't get Harrison. You ain't get Johnson.
Yeah, right.
You
That's
got
right.
Moss. Like,
You ain't get right.
So I'm just saying though. I mean, Mouse, he got a phrase. Man, it's very popular.
T.O. got one too.
What?
Get your popcorn ready.
Nah, T.O. the one that come my mind.
So that's my quarterback. T.O. is a dog.
I'm waiting on y'all to tell me.
100 plus in the Super Bowl with a broken leg.
Yeah. T.O.
Yeah, his fault.
He did better than Mouse did in the Super Bowl, though.
T.O. my top 3.
T.O. was good.
He performed in the Super Bowl.
He was good.
I want to know what Mouse did in the Super Bowl.
T.O. is number 1 in every category except one.
And number 1 in what category?
Jerry got that one.
What? That don't have.
Hold up. Jerry Rice still got about 19, 20 records.
True.
Every season.
True.
So how's somebody number 1 in the
Who got more yards?
Jerry Rice.
Who got more touchdowns right there?
Jerry Rice.
No,
They
he
tied 153 apiece. Jerry Rice. Until you
Who got
pass.
more receptions?
Jerry Rice.
This don't mean nothing. Wayne Quebec has 60
Oh, my
receptions
God.
in one
Wayne
game.
Quebec.
I'm saying he got 60 receptions in one game. That don't make him the best receiver. The stuff you saying is.
T.O. the best receiver because he's the best receiver.
Man, who you think T.O. learned from? Jerry.
For sure.
Mouse. Jerry. And then while they was in the league
Mouse
together,
learned from Chris
Jerry
Carter.
numbers still was better than these niggas,
Mouse
man.
learned from Chris Carter.
Bro, so.
Yeah. Hey, look, Mouse did have about 1,300 yards about 5 years in a row.
Randy Moss made his own way, man. He got put out of college, still went to other schools,
Man.
still did his thing.
T.O. went to. Never mind. We ain't gonna get
Where
it.
T.O. go? Where he go?
What T.O. went to Chattanooga?
UT Chattanooga.
What does that do with anything?
He said Randy Moss got kicked out of Florida State.
Yeah, he did, but then he
Went
put
to
the
Marshall?
whole Marshall on the map. Ain't nobody even know nothing about Marshall until Randy Moss went
Still
there.
don't know nothing about
Shit,
UT
yes they
Chattanooga.
do. That
Still don't know about UT
That let you know
Chattanooga.
how big Randy Moss is.
He didn't put Marshall on the
Shit,
map. He
boy,
put himself on the
boy,
map.
he put
Nah,
Marshall.
Marshall was on. They was on at that time.
They was on
Chad
because of the team that crashed on the plane. Not because of
Randy
him.
Moss went to Marshall.
That was way before
Them
Randy.
boys
They
was on
start making
TV.
him good
They
on
on
the video
game
games and everything, man.
They put him on the map.
So Jerry put Mississippi Valley on the map.
Nobody knew who Mississippi Valley was, so Jerry Rice.
And then nobody know who UT Chattanooga was.
What Jerry Rice did though, Jerry Rice gave a lot of people hope because he went to like a Division III school.
So how much does a quarterback play into that?
A lot.
So if you Jerry Rice and you got Hall of Fame quarterbacks throwing to you, then you T.O. and you Randy Moss, do they get the slight from that?
Look, man, them boys had quarterbacks.
Every
Hall of
receiver.
Fame quarterback?
All them boys had quarterbacks. Jerry Rice made them quarterbacks Hall of Fame.
Who, Joe
Them
Montana?
boys were Hall of Fame without Rice.
Joe Montana?
What they do after Rice?
Went to Kansas City.
And then nothing. He did nothing though.
Yeah.
He didn't have the numbers he had with Rice.
Of course he not.
That's how we say it.
Bill Walsh was the offense. Come on, dog.
Okay. Everybody, Coach Eden ran some of Bill Walsh shit.
No, he didn't.
Who was Minnesota quarterback that
Hey, all
year?
that bootleg stuff, that pro style, that near set.
Moss had Cunningham and Culpepper.
He in it.
T.O.
And
had
Tom
Big
Brady.
Graham and he had Tom Brady. He got
T.O.
one
had
Hall of Fame.
McNabb.
Cunningham should be a Hall of Famer, dude.
Who else T.O. had?
I ain't-
Oh,
I'm not
Garcia.
arguing that. I'm just
Cunningham
saying.
He had McNabb, he had Garcia, and he had
First scrambler really.
who else?
Who talking about T.O.?
Romo.
McNabb, Garcia, Romo, Carson Palmer. Who else he had?
Oh yeah, he did.
Who else he had?
He did go get 1,000 in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I know. And Jerry was 40 with 1,200. And he went to the Super Bowl at 40.
T.O. man.
Yeah.
He not lost though.
But the Raiders.
Oh, he was on that team.
Damn, 1,000 yards. Man, I better
Just
stop
say this
playing,
thing, you
dog.
build a team, you got your quarterback, now you got to pick your receiver. What's your
T.O.
first receiver pick?
T.O.
Jerry Rice.
Uncle Moss and T.O.
Don't let him block
Yeah,
that
yeah.
T.O.
They don't block better than Jerry Rice. They don't work as hard. They is not as reliable.
With Randy
They is
Moss,
not as
he
disciplined.
Randy
I'm
Moss,
getting
he
Jerry Rice.
All right.
Them boys gonna get in trouble. They gonna do all type of bullshit. and Jerry Rice just gonna be sitting there ready to play. Look, man, y'all dudes coach, man. Just about everybody at the table is a coach, and y'all gonna take an undisciplined guy versus the
At the time when Jerry Rice put up those numbers, the league was a running game, though.
Huh? When Jerry Rice did?
Yeah, Jerry Rice did it when they was running the ball.
Jerry Rice revolutionized the shit. Okay.
But what I'm saying is now defenses have formed to more cover receivers. Do you believe that Jerry Rice can still come in and do that?
He did it at 40 years old. Jerry Rice did it at 40 years old. What the fuck is y'all talking about?
Boy, they gonna jam him.
If they didn't jam the man when he was 40,
you heard what Coach Mojo said, man.
Nah, he being biased right now. The facts are the facts, dog.
I'm a Jerry fan, man.
No disrespect to Jerry Rice. I'm just saying I'm rolling with Mouse. I'm taking T.O. too. I gotta take 2. He'd be my 3rd pick.
Jerry Rice be a 3rd pick.
No, Jerry's second.
He'd my 3rd pick.
Y'all so disrespectful, dog. So
I ain't basing it off his numbers. I'm basing it off the times.
Nah, forget the times.
Yeah, I'm just basing it off the times.
What do you want your receiver to have?
Speed. For one, I don't think Jerry Rice could block in the league as well as you could get GTO to block in the league. Right now, if you get him to play ball you want him to play, that's my opinion.
If you get 5 tries with each of them receivers to go deep and throw it up, Randy Moss gonna catch it more times than Buckles every
I
time.
believe that too.
That's an automatic touchdown. So we just throwing.
Jerry didn't drop the ball, dog.
I'm taking my ball.
Hey, look, both of them two.
T.O. dropped it. Jerry ain't dropped it.
Nah, I ain't saying drop it, but you talking a jump ball.
Hey, look, jump ball is Moss.
Okay, that's what it is.
Hey, look, jump ball is Moss.
That's a touchdown.
Get behind your defense.
No.
Yeah.
All right. All of them gonna get behind the defense.
No, they not.
5-yard hit to the
No, they
crib.
not. Jerry Rice is not getting behind your defense.
T.O. best with breaking tackles, and Jerry Rice just the best receiver.
Moss didn't get touched.
How come he ain't got more touchdowns then? What the fuck is you talking about?
Come on, man.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Look, first of all,
Because he checked out
hey, look,
for 2 years.
this what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Why them boys got more drops than Jerry Rice and they played less than Jerry Rice if they better than Jerry Rice?
T.O.
They got more drops.
T.O.
We're talking about receiver. The first thing they think about is catching the ball. They got more drops than
But
less
you just
games.
admitted the defenses was more prepared for that. You know, they playing us passing.
Yeah, Deion Sanders and Rod Wilson and Charles Wilson and these great quarterbacks, they wasn't nothing right.
I ain't saying that. I ain't
Rod Wilson was a cornerback.
Majority of his career, yes. You should know that. Stop.
He was.
Stop.
He was.
You should know
They
that.
ain't moving the safety until he started slowing down.
Nah, till he got his knee messed up.
And I ain't saying Jerry Rice didn't do his thing either. I'm saying, you said who I'm gonna take, Ross, T.O.
Nah, that was your conversation. I said who's the best. And Jerry Rice.
I'm
is
still
the best.
saying Ross.
Ross.
Who is Ross?
That's how cold Ross is. You want to combine him with Mouse. That's how cold he is. Like, I want to say Mouse, but I gotta say Ross. We take Pope. Yeah, man. Hey, look. So let's go, man. We need to come to some terms, man. Cause I want to leave this alone. Cause I need y'all to convince me how these dudes is better than
How
Rice.
you gonna convince me that Rice better than Moss? Same thing.
Tell me how you. Deep ball. That's all you said. The deep ball.
Boy, slants, possession. I'm going to Moss.
Who hands are better?
I'm still taking
That's
my
a toss-up.
man. Yeah, I'm still taking my man Moss
That's a
just
toss-up.
because of the fact.
Jerry
if I need
didn't
to
drop
go
that
get-
ball.
Mine is man.
T.O. definitely.
But Jerry Rice wasn't be able. He couldn't stretch the defense as on a consistent basis.
How do you get 1,800 receiving yards in one season?
Because you dinking and dunking. You dinking and
Jerry
dunking.
used to get it and take it home, though.
Y'all tripping, man. Y'all need to be reminded. Now, he was doing that at 40 though.
I didn't say he wouldn't.
He's running away from them boys at 40, which T.O. probably could have did.
T.O.'s
Mouse couldn't do it though.
How come he couldn't? He didn't want to. But that don't have nothing to do with it.
Man, you a Mouse hater.
No, I like Mouse. Y'all just not giving Rice the respect.
Rice is in the top 5.
Randy Moss is the coldest receiver ever, man.
Jerry and
It's
T.O.
over.
even.
It's over, man. It's Moss.
Alright,
Look,
man.
he still to this day don't even know him, but they still saying it.
They're saying Mouse, huh?
Still saying Moss.
I give you that, man. So, hey, look, like I said, this is Sports 24/7. We got the living legends here today. We brought our sponsors today. We want to thank them. Till Tiny Tots, Luxury Looks Barber and Beauty Salon, Beatboxing Production. We want to thank those sponsors from the top. If you just logging in, go to our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Like, subscribe, and follow iLLSports 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all hit that button. Give us a comment or something, man. Let me know what y'all think of these two guests. Darren D.G. Goodwin and Jerome MoJo Muldrow. Let's go and get it started, man.
I hate how you saying that. I hate how you say my name.
I didn't name you, bro.
But I feel how you saying it.
I didn't name
I don't like how you say it. That's how I can tell you from Centerville. Because you can't talk. You can't enunciate. You didn't have phonics. So I understand. Okay, can you do it again?
No, show me how it should be done.
Darren Goodwin, aka Coach DG, aka Coach D Jizzle.
Okay, Darren
Thank you.
aka Coach DG,
Thank you.
aka Coach D Jizzle, and Mojo, Coach Mojo.
I'd rather you say mine like,
Let me hear it.
like D.
That's you.
Coach Mojo.
D, Coach Mojo.
I see what you got going on here too.
Appreciate that.
Shouts out to
Yeah,
the
it's a
chef.
little sound.
What's up?
Yeah.
I've never seen Brussels sprouts.
Man, they delicious too, man.
like
Shout out to Fletcher's Kitchen Tab, man. They got the finest Brussels sprouts on the planet. I don't lie to you. They made me a bigger fan of these Brussels sprouts, man. They delicious. Come get you some.
They like little cabbage.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with these two guys, man. These guys played at Cahokia High School. They in the class of 1998. They did a lot of great things in their varsity careers at Cahokia. Both of them had the opportunity to go off and play ball at a high level. You know what I mean? We'll get into those stories a little later. Darren, when did you realize football was going to be something that you could use to kind of catapult your future and your career? When did you know you had some talent?
Probably my junior year. It was my junior year. I always knew I had the talent. My mama just wouldn't let me play football. So then, like,
Some light skin stuff right there, brother.
yeah. I mean, she wouldn't let me play. I couldn't. He can vouch. Like, she just wasn't letting me play.
Was you scared to play, or
She wouldn't let me play. Like, no, you was not playing.
Like football coming across the street.
Like, so, man.
Did he play Sandlot?
Yeah, when I was allowed.
How could you not be allowed to play Sandlot, man?
Bro, I could barely go across the street in the project.
Thank you.
You are just order, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Man, them chicken tenders? No.
Excuse me, Mom. Can you hit me some more?
Brontosaurus.
Anything else right now?
Something like a fork or something.
Man.
Oh, that's
That's, yeah,
shoe right
the,
there.
Okay.
I think, yeah, one of these. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but yeah, my junior year, I remember the basketball coach, Roscoe Dow.
That boy,
Okay.
man, no horseshoes.
Yeah, he said we had to play a fall sport to play basketball. I definitely want to run the cross country. So I was like, well, football it is. And I remember Coach Gallaudet had told me, it came out. Him and Coach Suggs had came out, I was like, you should come out for tight end because Fontez DeBerry was leaving. And they was kind of saying that I was reminded them of him.
So is that a Centerville thing? Because you're the first person I've ever heard call him DeBerry.
Fontez DeBurn, we had all nicknames for Fontez DeBerry.
Okay.
DeBurn, Fontez.
Okay, what's his actual name?
Fontez DeBerry.
DeBerry, okay.
From 53rd.
All right. So how did you convince your mother to let you play?
I didn't. I just went to football practice, did it a little bit.
That's all I was saying from the
I
get-go.
couldn't think. You said, and
You did exactly what I
She
thought.
brought him on little tykes, I think.
yeah, I was six when I played my first year. Little tight stride.
Was he a slouch, Mojo?
Playing little tykes. Now, you know, DG always been fast.
Okay, so he went no slouch at Tykes.
I cried a lot.
You know,
You get kids like that.
Only
Light skin.
shit from his mama.
That's a given.
Yeah, light skin shit too. So.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's rough. All right, so DG, boom. All right, you at Cahokia High School, you're MoJo teammates. Where do you guys, since we've been talking about receivers, where do you rate yourself in Cahokia history in the receiver category?
Ooh,
Y'all
no, this. Come on, stop it, dog.
just asking. You
I
let me
feel
know.
like I'm the best.
The best?
Yeah.
The Cahokia history.
Yes, bro. Y'all always want to talk about the times and this, that, and other. The team that I played on, we had at least 30 seniors, you know, and we didn't pass the ball. Like, we might have passed the ball 7 or 8 times. And my stats were still, I think I might have had, my senior year, I think I had like 27 catches, probably close to 700 yards, 18 touchdowns. I mean, pound for pound, that's me. And I play tight end, so. I mean, I make the case for myself.
Yeah,
And
17 touchdowns, you only caught the ball 27 times?
bro, yes, literally.
Sheesh.
All right. 17 touchdowns. We're not counting these 2-point conversions, DJ. Because no. I'm not gonna let you count 2-point conversions as touchdowns, man. Now I only missed two of y'all games.
So you telling me, okay, so you telling me we played 8 games my senior year, right?
Yeah, y'all play 8 games.
I had at least 2 touchdowns in every game on average.
Oh my God, man. Stop, dude.
Do we need to go look at it? The only game,
Man, I just watched 3 games.
the only game I didn't score was in his 5 touchdown game at Altalk. That's the only game I didn't score in.
All right, so that automatically puts you to 15.
No, it don't. Not when you score 2 at a time, 2 in each game. I had some games where I had 3, some games where I had 1.
You count 2-point conversions. Man.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, dog.
That's
Come on,
all
don't
right.
disrespect me, man.
No, I just know you're a better student than that. Cause I tried
Don't
it once. I tried this once with my brother, man. I didn't know he was coming.
So we would say 16, and we'll say 16. Not 17.
I give you high 12. High
No,
12.
sir. Sheesh. That's disrespectful.
You say y'all gonna pass it seven
I
times a
scored
game?
at least 2 touchdowns in every game
Y'all,
that I played.
look, man, that's all I'm saying. Y'all pass it 7 times a game. You said you get 5 receptions. All right. How many AB gonna get?
2 or 3?
All right, that's 7 completions. Now we gotta throw to the fullback on the boot.
No, they didn't.
Ah, man.
Y'all already had Byron Geddes on the show. You could have asked him.
Ask him what?
How many touchdowns? How many touchdowns did he throw?
I can call him.
30 something.
Man, get Byron on the line, man.
Ask him those 30 something. How many did Coach
Cause
DG have?
he definitely never said he had 30 TDs.
I don't know how many he had. I'm telling you what I had.
He gonna say 17 or something.
No, sir.
Pittsburgh
He
ain't
had more
played
than
today, did
that.
they?
He had more than that.
Alright, you answer.
All right, so, but hey, that's definitely an argument that you possibly number one. How was you in the blocking game?
Terrible.
So that drops you down. That's gonna drop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna cost
I
you.
mean, but you gotta think my first year I didn't really understand.
Hey, hold on, man. So,
I put him on speakerphone,
I
man.
got you. You are now on iLLSports247.
Yes, put him on the phone.
We are live on the air, and we got Darren Goodwin here.
Doc, bring the phone closer.
And Doc asked him a question about best receiver in Cahokia history, and he said it's himself. And he also said he had 17 touchdowns his senior year, and Doc said he had 12. So we called him the quarterback to find out.
Yeah, and I don't know, you said he had 17?
Yeah.
First of all, before you answer him, how many did you have?
Big touchdown?
Yeah,
How many
pass.
did you throw?
How many did I throw? I don't remember.
It was more than 20.
It was more than 20, yeah.
Thank you.
I think it was.
I know it
You
was.
think it was or you know it was, man?
I know
I
it
know
was.
it was more than 20.
Hey, anything you say will be used against you, Byron.
I told them, listen, I told them, thank you, and I had 3 of those.
Okay.
Okay, so how many touchdowns did he
One
have?
game, that's one game.
How many touchdowns did he
One
have?
game, the game was close though. You know, I only played the first half. That's the thing you're gonna get.
Right.
They always try to see the first half.
Mr. Goodwin said he scored 2 touchdowns a game. Is this true?
Except for the Altalk game.
First half, that's it. That's the conference.
2 touchdowns per game.
On
except
average.
Altalk.
Thank you. Thank
He
you.
said that's valid.
It's valid?
Oh man, thank you.
Okay. So that's we're gonna put you at 16 touchdowns then.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
We'll put you at 16.
No,
We got to finish the show.
You had your chance.
Love
You
man.
had your chance, man.
Alright.
All right, so boom, we stand, boom, we come to a solid 16, and that's a solid number, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I know it was 17, but I'll take the 16.
Nah, man, you said it was 17. All these years I've been saying 17, but you get up here and
Are we talking playoffs? Because I had 3 in the playoff game.
you had all the touchdowns.
Bro, I scored 3 touchdowns.
You had all of them?
Listen, 3.
No, I'm just asking, was that all the touchdowns?
There wasn't all the touchdowns, I know I had 3.
Okay. I'm quite sure you counted those because, like, you didn't score in
Oh, in the Altalk game.
Altalk game. That's the only one.
That's the only game.
You didn't have 2 against Ofallon.
How come I didn't?
Watch the tape.
Might have had 1.
Okay, so,
But I had 3 against Central. I said on
Yeah,
average.
yeah,
Listen, average. 3 plus 1 is what? Divided by 2 is what? Thank you, Paul. Bro, I'm a mathematician, dog.
okay. All right, so
All right.
going from junior year to senior year, what changed in you?
The confidence, the respect, more so the confidence of just wanting to do it, believing I could really do it. I mean, I always knew I could do it. I visualized it.
How much did you grow from junior to senior year?
Not much. I was like, probably about 6 feet coming into my freshman
How much you
year.
weigh from, how many pounds you put on senior year?
None. I was like 195. Same height, about 195. 190. What? Say 185. 185. 185. Just say 185. Say 185.
Darn, man.
What you thought I was? 2 something?
No, heck no. It was a slim 165.
No, sir. I was 6 foot. I would be 165. I was 185, 190, somewhere up in there.
All right,
I ain't put no, I ain't lifting.
What was your biggest asset?
In what, football?
I'm gonna speak on a little bit, man. You know what I mean? I had the luxury of being the water boy for these guys. I couldn't get on the field for some reason. I couldn't get moved. I couldn't get a jersey. So I didn't understand it, but that's the way it was. So I thought these boys are so good that I was like, man, I gotta go to the game. So I ride the bus as the water boy, and I go out there, man, and this dude, man, he had it all, man. He was tall, he was fast. Only thing, I just think he was a little soft because he didn't block. But as far as a receiver catching that ball, every time he touched, I thought he was gonna score. I ain't gonna lie. It was something to see. He could stretch the field. You know what I mean? He would actually break a tackle sometimes. I was like, dang.
I was scared.
Hey, but you know, it was cool, man. You had the luxury of playing with this guy over here, man. I just heard some people from y'all niggas would call them shoes.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me where they came from, if you know. Do you know?
Man, he always been called that. Just shoes. From being fast.
That's what the trouble was?
Gym shoes. It was gym shoes.
Nah, man, it gotta be deeper than that, man.
It was.
I remember gym shoes. I don't know exactly where it came from.
Damn, man.
You don't know the shoe story?
We stayed in the projects, and you know, like my mama used to say, you know, don't leave out this house if you ain't got no shoes on. And you know, I ain't care whose shoes was by the door. I get my daddy shit be popping. Yep, and that's how they start calling me shoes.
All right, man. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna kind of intertwine both of y'all stories a little bit. What was it like playing on the team with this guy to
In
my
high
level?
school?
Yeah.
High school was good, but you gotta think like me. It started with the Tykes, because like I said, we the same age. We grew up right across the street from each other. The first time I ever played football, we played with him, and it was Jerome Muldrow on the tackle, Jerome Muldrow on the touchdown. Jerome Muldrow scores another. We remember quarterback club days. So you know what I mean, when it come back full circle to my junior year, you know what I mean, it's like, you know, it's like all over again. I got 30 plus years now.
So man, y'all boys stayed across the street from each other?
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all know where I'm going with this, man. This plays a hell of a lot, man. Y'all dudes, y'all got on my damn nerves when I was a freshman, man. What did y'all have against me? I just want to know, especially you, man.
You was a freshman.
That don't mean nothing.
Yes, it do. That's why you didn't get moved up.
Break it down to me.
You was a freshman.
It was freshmen before me that got moved up.
Who?
Man, plenty.
Malcolm?
Did you get moved up your freshman year?
No, nobody.
Okay.
That was the
All right,
rule.
so just Smitty now, they was the only ones?
Yeah, that year, that was the first time they moved freshmen up to play varsity football at Cahokia.
Big Petey moved up.
He was one of the only ones ever. He was like one of the first in
But he
history.
was playing, I think, JV. He might have been dressed in varsity. I know
But
he
varsity,
played
yeah, they
varsity.
always said no freshmen. Because you got to think about the talent, man.
Somebody please explain to me why.
Because it really took, in their eyes, I feel like it wasn't. You got to think about like Fontes, D-Berry, and them.
I don't know these people.
I'm just saying from Austin, you got Fontes, D-Berry, you got Stan, them, you got Titus Taylor. There's no 8th grader that I know coming in from Work Junior High that's going to be ready to play with these grown men football, like period. Like the level of football excellence and you in the 8th grade, it's like coming from college, a freshman in college not ready to play NFL football.
All right, so this is all I'm saying.
You was a freshman.
We at the school with y'all. You got Trayon,
Trayon.
GP.
GP. You
okay.
got GP on the team. You got Cross on the team.
Crossman.
Nah, I'm just saying. You got DG on the team. Man, I was tough enough to be on the field, dog. Y'all, nothing against y'all, but
You was a freshman, dog. It was freshmen before you that didn't get to play, so you think they was gonna let you play?
that was just protocol.
That was the rule.
All right, so man, y'all, my very first day at Cahokia. Y'all probably don't remember because y'all was some jerks. But so I come out there, man. I already got on raw and cleats, so I'm a little self-conscious.
The raw dogs.
I got the raw dogs, so it's Nike all around. I hop up to the line, and this dude to my left, he give me 3 taps. Watch out! Yeah, it's my turn. He like, man, who are you? So I said, who are you? Like, what you mean, who am I? This is my school. I'm like, man, I'm next, man. Like, why do we have to go through that, man? That's all I want to know, dude. Mojo, kind of, let me know, why did we have to go through that, man?
You had to know it was my school, man. My school,
AKA
it's my
MoJo
shot.
Cahok.
It's my shit.
That's what they call it.
I run this.
MoJo Cahok, that's what his nickname was.
Oh, yeah?
MoJo Cahok,
I
that's
was
what
the
it
leader
was.
of command center.
Hey, cuz it's a misconception. Y'all gotta be love your teammate. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about the class of '98, they always say Byron Gators team. I remember a specific situation in a newspaper. Y'all gotta get into that story for me, man. The newspaper. What happened? Because they said it was Byron's team or something. I don't know. Mojo, I think you gonna tell the story best. Let's hear it, man.
He wild.
The people need to know this stuff, man.
That's real messy. I mean, cause we was wrong because like
Yeah.
the quarterback get the glory. It just comes with the territory. But we felt like our quarterback is not a part of Ghetto D. And Ghetto D was our defense. Ghetto D is what run this shit. You feel me? And if you're not on Ghetto D, you're not no leader on this team. That's how we felt. So they say he leads his Comanches. So, okay, well, next practice, you go up there and sit in the bleachers. You practice then.
It's a revolt, bro.
They already know, if you don't come up there in the bleachers with us,
It's a problem.
it's a major problem. You know what I'm saying? And they knew. The whole team was up in the bleachers. We broke Coach Suggs down. That's the first time we ever broke him down.
Yeah.
Say, well, Mookie, what you want me to do?
Oh, I feed my boy Coach Suggs, man.
Love those Suggs, dog.
All right, so it was another. All right, so is that what made him start playing defense after that?
Yeah.
But he always wanted to play defense.
He always wanted
I
to
know
play.
he did. I know
always
he
wanted
did.
to play.
But a
That's
lot
why he
of
was mad.
coaches
That's
don't.
why I say we was wrong for that because it ain't like he was like saying he didn't want to play it, but Lashia Byron was bigger than damn near everybody else.
Man, I seen it, dog. Hey, he was a whole lot, man, watching that tape,
Bro,
he was a whole lot faster than I remember on that tape, dog.
Man, I seen Doc Byron knock dude's shoulder pads off his body.
The out-top hit was one of the hardest hits ever in life. On
Talking about the kick return? Yeah, right up the middle.
Yeah.
Knocked the dust
That
about
boy
that
saw the light. He thought he scored a touchdown. That boy.
Who that was? Ludi that he hit, probably?
Oh, somebody
yeah,
ran
probably
out. I didn't know
Man,
he
he hurt him.
Yeah, hey, so all right. That made get us realize, hey man, you gotta be a part of Ghetto D. All right, while both of y'all at the table, I get to Cahokia, man. It was so live around the time you guys at the school. Y'all had No Limit and Goodfellas. Was y'all on the same side?
Heck no.
Who was you with? The
Come on,
Goodfellas?
man. You know.
So what was the separation with this, man?
We was more like Biggie, East Coast, Pretty Boys, slightly, and they was just Neanderthals. they used to just be on some other stuff, stealing people cars.
Allegedly.
Bro, punching people in the chest.
Hey, you know?
This is not allegedly. These are facts. These are definitely facts. They had a dude, literally, I can't remember his name, but they had a dude that would do whatever they asked him to do.
Karate Joe?
No, it wasn't Karate Joe. It was a guy of not our ethnic descent. I don't remember his name, but they used to have him punching the wall or like going jumping. They used to have him doing crazy stuff.
That was Ski, man.
Yeah, Coach
That
Ski
was
used
Ski
to.
boy. That was his boy, Chris.
Okay, Chris Wood. No, what was his name? It was Chris something. I can't remember. Yeah, they was
Cool
just.
little white dude though, Chris was, man. He'll knock a head off a Ski.
They almost killed somebody at the Cahokia pool. Allegedly. Allegedly.
This ain't glad. Man, I'm glad.
I'm not speaking in literal terms. I'm speaking figuratively here, but we was, jumping off the diving board. This good fellas, No Limit. They holding people under the water,
Hey, so were they holding Goodfellas up under the water?
Yeah, because it was 700 to 6. And they would catch us by ourselves.
So what you mean to tell me they were the first ones that said get down and lay down?
Get down and lay down. See, we were so deep because we had our football people, and then I had that ROTC too.
Yeah.
I was ran that too.
And they had groupies.
Yeah, deep. I think who was it? Dynamic? You almost drowned out
Yeah,
there.
dynamically.
Y'all
Yeah.
did rocket like that, man.
Well, they took Timmy. They took Gerard's car and spent it and hit the fence, the tennis court fence, and bro, he's like, my car. Had the little 15s on there, the little deep dishes. Boy, they was
You did that, Mojo?
Man,
I'm quite sure it was you, man.
we was getting out of hand.
Yeah, they was getting out of hand. They stole Timmy G.
But it was just all in fun.
It was fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all just had a little party at the pool and everything, man. Y'all
We had girl, no limits, everything.
going down.
Hey, man.
So man, all right. You had the No Limit, so y'all had a lot of school spirit, man. It was a real Saved by the Bell atmosphere, man. You had 60, probably what, about 70, 30, 60, 40 for the population.
Like this.
With the student, with the black and white. It was about what, 60, 40 white? Yeah. So
But they was cool though.
I'm saying the culture was like perfect for real, man. It was a good environment, man.
Yeah. Because we had cool white boys. Our white boys was cool as
Yeah,
well.
everybody was cool for real.
Yeah.
And if you wasn't cool, Mr. Harris made you cool. That's good potluck. They all walked out doing the best.
Despite all that black people really been through, once we got to go to school and really start seeing people for who they really was, we wasn't no prejudiced people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really been prejudiced. Never.
I mean, you got to do something to people most of the time.
It's taught. It's taught. Prejudice is taught.
That's taught for sure, but just good people, period.
Yeah.
You have to do something to them, specifically almost for them to be like, man, you know what, I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? Most people just don't do that. It's ones that's taught to, we don't like them because they this and that. But
basically.
I don't think that's the majority, personally. But I could be wrong. All right, so the junior team. What was the junior team like? Because I know how prolific the senior team was. What was the junior team?
Junior team was a real solid team too. That was D. Reynolds in the senior year. James Foster.
It's my second favorite running back of all time.
We was solid.
Who, Reynolds?
Yeah.
Number one.
We was solid.
Who number one?
Big bias. I know who his favorite is.
My man to the left. two to the left. Two to the left. No, we gonna sing Beyonce to the left. To the left.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. No,
They gonna change the name of this boy.
So, speaking of being the best running back, Mojo, do you remember after you tried to pump me in line, wouldn't let me get my turn? Do you remember our conversation after that?
I know.
Cause I think you did punk me, you know what I'm saying? so you went next and you dropped the pass,
Okay.
and you came back towards the hub. You remember what I told you?
Stone.
Hey, what you say, Doc? I said, they gonna go up there before me. Hey, boy, I'm better than you, boy. That boy say, I was like, what? I said, man, I'm better than him. I got hands. And I can catch. He can't. You know what I'm saying? So it took about 2 months for us to get cool for real, man. Took about October. You know what I'm saying? I go out there, they'll try to run up on me and rough me up. But I was smart enough to run. I take off, and whoever catch up, it will never be the toughest people to catch up. Whoever catch up, I go ahead and drop them. And then I take back off before they catch up. So it took them a long time. Once we finally got cool, man, they called me in the locker room.
Allegedly.
With my pants down. No, hey, no homo. So check it out, man. I'm in the locker room. It's homecoming week. Every freshman already got whooped. They like, man, these niggas ain't got you yet. Like, man, like play fighting, man, whatever. Take my all TC stuff off. It was a Wednesday. Fold my stuff up. Boy, I got one pants leg in my pants. And the boy rushed down the steps. Boom, this all I heard. I'm like, man, don't hit me in my face. There wasn't nothing I could do. I couldn't run. I couldn't defend myself. There's nothing, man. So luckily, Timmy, he kind of stressed it. Hey, y'all, don't hit him in the face.
Right, yeah, Mr. Right.
He stretched it, man. Don't hit him in the face, y'all. Boy, they unloaded on me. And after that, I said, man, they all right. If one of them would hit me in the face, it'd have been on, man. I got another story though, man. Yeah, DJ.
I already know what's coming.
But we'll get to that later.
Thank you.
All right, so the junior team's good. What's y'all record junior?
We lost
We
two.
lost first round in the playoffs.
And lost probably to the best team I've ever seen.
We lost
To the Jeff City?
Yeah, we lost to Jeff City. We lost
Damn.
Like Forest?
Late forward. Oh, man.
I mean, it was hard for us to even get games.
We was independent at that time, right?
now. We were still conference. We
So-
always
Nah,
played
y'all ain't in the conference yet.
Yes, we was. Our junior year, we saw
That was first year in the conference?
No.
No.
First year in the conference was our sophomore year.
Okay.
We lost to Ofallon, and they brought their gold football out there. They
That's
gave
all.
that gold football to Ofallon. And you know where the next two footballs went.
Yeah, definitely.
In the gym.
They still there.
Say they there right now, huh?
Cahokia.
Yeah, that junior team was nice though. We had some players like
Yeah.
Joe Hobbermell. He used to do that kill drill to give me chills. Bo Licklider, his stance at defensive end was like none other.
So all right, speaking of the kill drill, man, I was talking to some of the kids at Cahokia about it. I said, man, we gotta get that tradition back. I say, y'all don't even know about the kill drill, huh? They was like, what?
Man.
Who did the kill drill after Habermill left? Y'all seen who did? Mike Sharp or somebody?
How did we even do it? I don't know.
Y'all definitely did it
What you
because
call it?
because I
Used to do
did
it.
it. I did it. I seen
Yeah,
it.
her-
They did.
Hardaway did
Did the kid? Yeah, he's in front of the
The middle
game.
linebacker, most of
Most
the middle
time.
linebackers do that. Because tight.
Because they was the captain of the
used to do it.
defense.
Yeah.
They called the C2.
It's just one, you know how the Samoans got their thing when it's just one of them type of things
Just
before the
repeat after.
game.
Yeah. It's different right there, man. That's crazy.
It's be live,
When I
man.
get in front of everybody else, they mock everything he do. Kill. Then everybody kill. You know. Then
Make
just
sure
do
the
what
man just go crazy.
Yeah, it was nice though, man. I like came back. I'm like, dang.
I mean, that was when you know we make the band come and play and shit before we walk to the field.
Yeah.
So you know some of these kids never played with the band.
So Suggs wouldn't even let us walk out the gym unless the drums was playing.
Yeah, we walked to the drums.
Well, say it was certain time to go out there.
You can ask Isaiah Sanders, aka Zeke. He was, hey, where's Zeke at? And he'll be up there on the little band.
It was a certain type of click clack that went with the drums.
I mean, but
like,
hey, you get like a Taurus more, you get Dip up there on the drums, or you get Mark Ratliff up there on them drums.
the band was out the chain.
Boy.
With the drum line going, man. Every night.
On.
At the end of time,
The Ryan Coach
Yeah,
ought to
Ryan
get them
Coach
bitches
ought to get them
too.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. All right, so y'all going to senior from junior year to senior, losing in the first round, losing 3 games or whatever. What was the motivating factor going into the senior year to make y'all such a close knit group?
It was just so many seniors. Like we all had been knowing each other for so long, just from playing, you know, elementary basketball, junior high. Like everybody had been together, so you get 27, 30 seniors on one team that's been playing collectively together for years, man. It's gonna be different. Like you didn't even really have to say nothing. We never had team meetings really talking about nothing. It was unspoken. You just did what you had to do.
The district taking it back over.
So all them kids supposed to
redo
go.
everything.
They trying to get new high school.
Because you got the fireworks now. You got motherfucking
Ooh,
golden
that's a good
gardens.
question.
You
No,
got
he just
Port
said,
side.
I'll go
The center side, the port side, yeah. So all
So
that's
how does that change the football thing?
It don't change because people gonna go. They gonna go where they want to go.
Yeah.
Cause shit, when it come down to it, man, when you come to Cahokia game, even as a fan, when you come to the game, not even watching the game, when you just come and see who at the game, and then you go to East Side, you want to be in that environment.
Yeah.
As
completely different.
As a fan, you want to be in that environment.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
you gonna see people you ain't seen in years, and like it's just.
I wasn't back when y'all was going to school. It was the same thing.
It was when we was in school, like starting, like I got, I ain't know nothing about Cahokia for real until I got there around then. They had it cracking and shit. We continued that shit.
Byron Geddes and them played. They
So like for instance, now say Cahokia and East Side play on the same day. It's gonna be some of your friends that's gonna go to East Side game. When we was there, they come to our game.
Them guys when they played, they used to shut down all Jerome Lane, all that shit used to be shut
We in the
down.
game before state.
These
2 games
people
before
outside the
state.
gate watching it.
Yeah, I'm coaching at 18. We 2 games before state.
Yeah.
It's probably 50 people in this thing.
Yeah. They had stayed at
Because they was at the East Side game.
East Side played
The same night.
less than 20 miles away. More Cahokia people at that game than they was at the Cahokia game. You know
I'll never forget, we came out, I'm like,
So what they start doing, they'll make somebody play at 5. Then the next
and then they put us the next week, both of us played in Chicago the same day. The East Side was like right up the road.
That's what I was talking about right there. That's what I was talking about.
The game before that, they say it was the same thing.
Remember I told you all them games, my dad used to make us stand outside the gate because he would never go in because he drink too much. But that was when they was playing.
I was standing
That was all
on
they
the
games.
house anyway. You had to be on the track. They had the track.
But shit, they man, our games was packed though.
Helicopter flying in. All that.
They had everything at their games. They had real cheerleaders.
Hey, Drew.
We ain't had no band when we was there.
I'm dubbing these tapes for this dude. Shit, I don't think you remember. Ain't no comparison.
What you mean?
That quarterback situation.
Bud and Byron?
Ain't no comparison. I said, Byron, easy.
Without a doubt.
Easy.
It ain't even the
Bud was capping.
No, Bud was
Capping.
not ain't that he was capping.
He just never seen it.
It just
Oh, he didn't see
it's
it.
just you don't see it, you
until you
forget,
see it.
Like
and then you go out the numbers and
take a
shit.
knee in the end zone and throw that motherfucker down there, the link to the football field. I said,
Well,
I didn't know that.
matter of fact, when I go to work tonight, shit, I'm gonna put a couple plays. I'm gonna put a couple of his plays, a couple here, a couple by. I'm
You
putting.
need to,
Instagram.
VHS?
Yeah, I'm converting them.
I want you to put them on digital or put them on YouTube.
I put them on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like make a
put them on
new
the channel, nigga.
Yeah, put them on YouTube.
I need a VHS converted too.
I got to convert.
I need it.
But see, that'll get all the people that
I
went to
got
school with
Eastside
us to
highlights,
subscribe if they can just
Nash.
go to the channel.
Yeah,
Your
give it to
channel.
me.
Yeah.
Put them on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Hey, These niggas, I had to come back and get this nigga some props. I think I called nigga like, hey nigga, so you told that motherfucker looking smooth. Now, what I will say, that nigga had some nice ass hoes too. That nigga line, that was one of the biggest, toughest lines I think.
They was a lot bigger too. Man, we always said that. When we got to school, we was small as shit. But when I remember watching Byron and y'all play, y'all was big as hell.
But like shit, I seen a nigga do a little wiggle and everything. I say, MoJo already told this motherfucker. I can't believe it.
We was small.
Y'all niggas don't think I was the best of them.
What?
That was coming. That's what I was waiting
I
for.
didn't even know you, dog. Even when I left, I didn't know who you was.
You lying. Because you came back. I'm getting into one of these stories.
I came back, nigga.
Hey, MoJo, I ain't tell you how I did it. I'm going to tell you on the air, though. I'm going to tell you on the air how I did this nigga,
Y'all
MoJo.
going right now.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Shit. This is...
The camera paused, man.
It ain't paused.
No, you started back up.
I didn't even know you started.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Before, we need to go back to where we was at, man.
Senior year.
32 to 29.
What's that?
Senior year, like.
32 to 29.
All right, so thank you for tuning in. iLLSports247. I'm with the Living Legends. Darren DG Goodwin, Coach DG, and I'm with the MoJo Cahok. Hey, whatever they call themselves, man. You know what I mean? These some good dudes. We was talking about the transition from junior year to senior and what made these guys so special. All right, so they had a lot of camaraderie. They had over 30 seniors on the team, so you know you're gonna be successful with that many seniors. All right, just summer ball and going into the summer. What type of things did you guys do together that solidified the ghetto D and the offensive unit and everything like that?
Sometimes we always did the Prairie State games and stuff like that.
707.
Yeah, tournaments.
How was the league going into that senior year? How was the recruiting process for y'all?
Recruiting? Who was recruiting what?
Y'all gonna get recruited, man?
You talking about from college?
Yeah, for the college.
Just letters upon letters upon letters.
Mainly letters.
I mean, there wasn't really nothing.
Was it a lot of interaction with these schools and
Nah.
you know what I'm saying?
The dude came out to the practice. McMahon.
He was at Illinois at the time.
D-back coach, and he was like he needed D-backs. And Coach Suds just told me to do me. You know what with that? Whack, whack, whack.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
After that, man, it was just all U of I letters, just flood.
Yeah, DG, being a guy kind of new to football, you know what I'm saying? And when y'all talk about this, kind of speak up, man. How was it? Basketball being probably your favorite sport. Football, you probably was a little bit more accomplished than football, I'd say.
Yeah.
How was that for your thought process on where you was going to attend school, and do you think it was more that the coaches could have done for you to make you a more highly touted receiver or football player?
I always think that the coaches could have did more, even as being a student athlete. Like, you only know so much, you know what I mean? And like I say, just somebody like me, and it's not even to toot my own horn, but like I was academically talented. You know, like I was in gifted programs coming out of the school, so it wasn't never a problem with the academics. So to have the academics and that on top of it, to not go to a big time school, I mean, I can't really say that's my fault, because of the times. I don't know. And then like I said, we really didn't have nobody before us that had really set the blueprint to really know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I got 22 on my ACT, over 2.0 GPA. But I still was gonna have to sit out because of the clearinghouse, which I didn't even know nothing about clearinghouse at the time. You know what I mean? So it was what it was. I didn't want to sit out. Like I could have went to U of I didn't want to sit out here, so I just went somewhere where I was gonna play out the gate, regardless of where it was.
Hindsight, how you feel about that decision?
That decision, I probably would have went to a bigger school and probably redshirted.
I'm gonna tell you what the difference would have been, man. You done went to U of I, man. They treated you like royalty. You know what I'm saying? You'd got there, you'd sat out, you'd worked hard as hell, and not played in the game, but the benefits, the rewards after that, man, they, what they say, insurmountable.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because, man, I'm talking about you had the height, the speed, the athletic ability, the hands. Man, they gonna make you block, but
see, really, I mean,
the
blocking thing is one thing because I played tight end. Well, really, I was a wide receiver. But in our offense, we only had one wide receiver, 2 tight ends. So naturally, I'm gonna play tight end. I'm not really a trenches, blocking, double team, and that's not really me. All I want to do is catch the ball.
It's funny though, man, because you had that attitude for that, man.
Yeah, but
it didn't match up. Like you had all that attitude, and then out there you ain't trying to block. Like,
for one, if I'm catching touchdowns like that, then why am I blocking? Don't be block. And that's why Coach Suggs got mad. I'm really serious. Why am I blocking? What y'all need me to block for?
What's wrong with your boy, man?
Hey, him and Coach Suggs, man.
Yeah.
You ain't want to block.
Why am I blocking?
Receivers don't block.
I mean, I can understand that, but if we losing and this stuff ain't going, just throw me the
Hey,
ball.
Coach, what you tell your receivers now?
They got to block. For me, I mean, like now, yeah. I mean, now if it was like that, now I block. But then, I'm like, man, the object of the game.
You're pretty selfish, huh?
Yeah, the object of the game is to score points. I'm scoring points at a high clip, so why not give me the ball?
I never heard nobody admit to being selfish that fast.
I mean, you got to be selfish.
That boy said, I said, you was selfish. He said, yep.
And I'm going to tell you where my selfishness came in, like seeing these cats, like, they helmets used to have so many stickers on them, dog. Like, I wanted every last one of my stickers.
Yeah.
This guy gave all his away to his lineman. I ain't giving nothing away. I need every sticker.
That's true for a man that won't block. He don't care about the block.
Hey, look, but that goes to show why it was his team. Like I always, like I was there coming up under y'all, and once the sensitivity got out of all our system, man, we accepted each other. Shit, I just sit there, man, watch y'all, learn from y'all. I like, dang, all right, Byron, he cold. He get all the love. But why do y'all always listen to this dude, man? Like that boy was he was the, if it was a Comanche head for every year, for that year he was the Comanche head. I'm like, shit, all right, this is who they listen to. But this is the one who he gonna say everything right. He ain't gonna get in trouble. This is one that the coaches trust to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But the players and MoJo say, man, we finna fight the coaches today. They gonna be like, all right, which one we get? I'm like, dang, this boy. So, you know what I'm saying? Then coming in, man, it was just funny though, man. Soon I come in, you know what I'm saying? He got gold, I gotta go too. So I hop in ROTC, I'm dark skinned, we got the low cuts. You know MoJo. Man, fuck MoJo. I couldn't stand him, dude. I couldn't stand that dude. But I was like, man, forget MoJo. But like, people was coming to me talking about we favorite back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man. Even when they left, Coach E like, here you go, Doc. Number 32. I'm not wearing that. He like, what's wrong with 32? That's a good number, Doc. That's what I said. Good, Doc, that's a good number. What's wrong? I said, man, my brother wore that and MoJo. I'm not wearing it. I like, no, I will not. But man, just seeing y'all journey, man. Knowing, like, you ain't know about the clearinghouse. Like, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all don't know that I'm picking y'all brain. Like, dang, man, why you ain't going D1 or whatever? Man, I got to get my GPA up, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wrote my notes. Like, Byron, why you ain't go? Man, I passed the test too late. Man, please, I'm on it right now. I'm sophomore. Like, shy. Clearinghouse. When can you gotta wait till next year? Okay. Soon as June hit, I need to be. They like, okay, just. Like, no, I need that to be done. You know what I'm saying? GPA, okay, we good there. Start taking the test. They like, yeah, we're gonna take your best scores from each one. I'm like, what? Come on, man, I know I can get 18 if y'all doing that. Like, what? That's easy. First time, I get a 22. Second time, I get a 22. My cumulative, 24. See, I'm sitting back chilling senior year, man.
Nah, He said he was struggling.
Hey, look, man. Since we talking about struggling, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll talk about the recruiting process a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, so U of I, they was on you hard. What happened with that?
You and I ain't had a grade.
Okay, so did they set up anything for you, or
They sent me to a JUCO. Yeah.
where'd you end up going?
Ended up going to military school, Kemper Military.
Well, you and this ROTC, boy, you just had to go military.
What y'all play as a kid?
I got the east side over there.
Yeah, I played Marquise Ramsey, my boy.
Ryan went up to them?
Yeah. Good dude.
They was with all boys. When they picked their schools, now I know this sounds crazy, but like Greenville, church, I wasn't going. Kemper, boys, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. They just wanted.
They want you too?
Who? I could have went. Yeah, I could have went to Kemper.
Did they want you?
Yes, bro. Like,
I was just messing
I
with
mean,
you.
but I'm saying, like, nah, you don't quit disrespecting me. Because people be trying to call you DG and I don't know why. Because they say Doc Gooden, that's not the same.
I don't do that. If they want to replace you as DG, that's on you and them, man. I never wanted the title, man. If they want to replace you as DG, so be it. It's not me, man.
I got it, man.
All right. So Kemper, they brought you in. How I go down there? Did you get to play a season?
Oh yeah, I played like a half of a season. Yeah.
Well, only half of a season, man. No.
I got fucked up. Messed up, man.
Shit, what you mean?
I had hooked up with my boy Big Coy from Wentzville.
What?
Yeah. He had gave me this drink. It was this drink, man. It was called Ultimate Orange. You know, I know you might have heard all kind of stories. I know whatever, Ricky or whatever, but nah, this what actually happened.
Yeah, that's what we speak up, man, because we need to hear this.
It was some Ultimate Orange. And I was taking the Ultimate Orange. Everything was good. Everything was smooth. And then I had started mixing creatine in there with it. And man,
That dude crazy, man.
one day, man, it was like, man, I was hitting people so hard and just wasn't feeling nothing. Like, man, I don't know what it was. Then I had got my boy, Purge. He was like, he was calling himself Snakes. You know, it was making him think like his arms were snakes. You know what I'm saying?
Heck no.
But what it was like with that creatine and that Ultimate Orange, those different, you know what I'm saying, like proteins or whatever they was, you know, they weren't supposed to be mixed like that and took like that. So I was abusing it and it ended up getting me real sick, man. That shit messed me up real bad.
So that brought you home?
That brought me home.
What year was that?
That was like 99.
Okay, so man, we got a mutual friend. He looked up to you, John Dow. Do well. That's my guy. He was always he's like, Doc, come on, man. I'm finna go over here with Mojo now. I like, nah, man, Mojo, we alright, but we ain't that cool. I ain't going around. So when that happened, man, like they were saying you got Mickey, and you know what I'm saying, my experience with people who got Mickey, man, they be tripping. He be like, hey man, let's go see Mojo. Y'all cool? Nah, we ain't that cool. Man. I'm not going over there. He might go back to August of senior year Mojo. We be on there scrapping, man. Nah, I like nah. So shoot, 99. From 99, when did you start coaching?
I was still playing a semi-pro football, and Coach Shine, I think Coach Shine ended up hollering at me, you know.
It was 06.
About 06?
Yeah.
Yeah.
06.
So when I brought Marion to y'all was just getting started for real? Y'all was going to y'all, what, second, third year?
See, I was like my third year, but he was already with the Tykes for a couple years. And when I came down, when Marion came, I think that was our first year together though. Yeah. That was me and him first year.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That was my first year coaching with y'all. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that. I started coaching at the high school that same year too. But I'm coaching with them, man. Shit, I'm looking at Mojo, how he RTC mode with the kids.
What?
He like,
What?
get in line. I'm like,
Stay in
okay.
line.
So early on, when I couldn't get the kids' attention, I was like, okay, I know what to do. Let me RTC him. Let's go. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Boom, they got in, I got their attention, it was on. I learned that from this man right here on iLLSports247. You heard it first, man. I learned something from the dude, man. Even though he used to try to bully me back in the day, I probably could have got him kicked out of school now. I'm gonna tell on him like a little girl. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, so y'all boys start coaching, and that adds to y'all legacy, man, as what's the word, DJ? You the dictionary. What's the word?
I don't know what you're trying to look for.
No, I'm just saying, give me a word, dog.
I don't know what context.
What kind of guys are y'all in the community? Y'all pillars of the community, but what's the word I'm looking for? Find me a word.
Pillars, you say, I mean,
Nah, you see, that's what I was talking about. You talking that noise like
mentors,
nah, man.
stables,
Legends.
legends. Thank you, Tyler. That's a good word. I take a drink today. Or as my guy Bret Hart would say, the best there is.
That's my quote. Don't do that. Don't do that. you know this, man. Don't do that. Me and Bret Hart, we're the only ones that say that.
You didn't even know. Do you know about wrestling at the Chase? Hold on. Do you know about wrestling at the Chase? Yes or no? Before you say anything, wrestling at the Chase. Yes or no?
I've been to WrestleMania. Dude.
No. Yes or no?
I forget the Chase. I've been to WrestleMania.
But do you know? If you don't
I've
know
been to
wrestling,
SummerSlam.
if you
Can
don't know,
I get a to-go for that? And can I get a order of them Brussels sprouts?
To go.
Yeah.
Anybody else need anything?
Nah,
we got you covered.
Dessert.
just like a big boy, man.
From
To-go
your side.
cup too, man.
Come on,
To-go
man, chill
cup.
out.
You got to-go cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so, boom. Y'all been staples in the community, pillars of the community, mentors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some true living legends. Y'all coaching together. Y'all was taking these kids across the water, state to state, and y'all doing magnificent things, man. What was it like accepting that role and embracing it? What made you want to do that and stay with those little young guys?
It was, like we was coaching midgets, and we needed a Tykes coach. That's how I ended up going down to the Tykes. Didn't nobody want to do it. You know, I'm like, man, no. Like, well, I'll do it. And then I went down, man. It's like a certain energy in a certain field that they give you, and then like when they know that you really love them,
Yeah.
and you really for them. Man, they give you the most respect, man, and they do things for you. They play their heart out for you, all because of that love and respect that you really give them. And it's just a mutual thing, man. They keep me young, they keep me going. So
Yeah. How hilarious are those guys?
it's funny, man.
Like I remember, like I said, that was my first year coaching with y'all, and I remember out there just some of the things that the kids would do, man. And I just to this day I still laugh, and kids still remember me from one season. Well, they might know for other reasons, but I remember them from the season out there. But I don't know how they know who I am. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I remember you, boy. You was number 37, boy. You know what I'm saying? So how does that make you feel, man, knowing that you was a hothead and a mental case coming up? how is it coaching these little guys and keeping them on a straight and narrow, man?
See, with me it's crazy because I could relate to some of them a lot because, you know, you had different experiences. And I know when we used to talk about it, it was like, with the midgets and stuff when we first got in, the attitudes was crazy. So we was like, if we go down to the base level and teach the fundamentals and instill some values, then the whole program will get better because then we have them for 4 years. They go on, the next coach will be able, but they'll still always have that type of thing. And like with me, just seeing the kids, you know, like the social outcasts, the ones might get bullied, you know, I can relate to them.
You used to get bullied?
Yeah. I think I used to get bullied. Some people say no.
What, Johnny, you? Oh,
no, like that. Bullying,
you was the one swinging on people.
No, we talking about little kid, DG. We talking about.
All right. My bad. I ain't know that, DG. My bad. My bad. All right.
So yeah, it was that, man. It's like, you know, you can relate to him. So like, where he the super disciplinarian, you know, like my grandma was a preschool teacher, so she used to always tell me like, if you want them to listen, you gotta get down to their level. So if he would reprimand them to a certain degree, like I would always take him to the side, you know, be like, you know, come on, man, you ain't. Like
So you're telling what exactly need to be done to fix it.
Yeah, or like, you know, wipe the tears off your eyes. You don't want to see your mama to see you crying, but I'm doing it away from people.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, and it was like, it was just a perfect balance. Yeah, it was a perfect balance.
Same thing you did at that one school that we used to coach at.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's just my personality. So, you know, some people, you gotta have a balance.
Yeah, got back messy with
Hey man, hey Mojo, you don't even know, dog. I could say something to this dude about your situation. I was like, same old DG, boy. Oh, I couldn't control it sometimes, man.
But it's a respect. It still comes as a respect thing, man. Like I'm the same way with the kids, man. You're not gonna. I mean, they know. He knows. You're not gonna disrespect. Like you're not gonna disrespect. It's one thing you're not gonna do.
Classic stories at that school that we used to coach at.
We have to talk. We have to talk to you all.
Cut the camera off.
Oh my God, this is some classic stuff. This dude is crazy.
Certified.
I blocked a lot of that from my brain. I don't even know what I'm talking
That's
about.
the first time I met him. I heard him. You know, I've heard the name, so I didn't know who he was. And then we started coaching together at that school that will remain nameless. I was like, oh, this dude is.
I'm a good guy.
He liked that. He liked that. But he did a great job of, like you said, pulling guys to the side, man. He was really, you know, me and Doc was kind of the, you know, jump down and throw it a little bit, and he would always, you know, hey, come here, man. You know, try to get them together. And they listened to him. They respected it, and they could tell he was genuine. You know what I mean? That's one thing I did notice about it. In our time together, man, he was real genuine.
All right, man. Now, y'all got kids, man, graduating college and things now, man. Y'all
Close to it.
You know what I'm saying? So, how does that make y'all feel when these kids come back and talk to y'all? And, you know what I'm saying? Just let y'all know how their journey going and different things like that.
I feel good, man. Like when they come back and they still give me their respect. Coach Mojo, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It make you feel like, you know, that's our payment.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get paid for this. You know, we've been out there over 10 years and we ain't got not one red dime for that.
Yeah,
But, you know, that's where we get our pay from, when we can say that, you know, we've been in this kid life and they go to this college or they go to that school, or kids that turn their life around, you know, kids that be coming from troubled homes that they keep it together and stay focused and get through all that controversy and still make it to college, man.
Yeah.
Those are the goals. That's our pay.
Well, so that's the most gratifying out of all of it, huh?
Yeah.
So out of all the kids that come through Centerville, at an early age, who was like that and remained like that for their career that y'all know of?
Man, the first one that stand out in my head, the first one is Tony Pearson, like, period.
Are y'all had little Tony?
We didn't, I mean, I had him at Centerville as the organization. I didn't coach him per se, but.
Now I'm talking about who came through the Tykes.
Oh, through the
Like
Tykes.
they came from the little guys all the way up. I see back then Tony was already big
I know,
boy
but
when y'all
still,
started.
yeah, but still, yeah, but okay. So from the Tykes, that's good. That's high school.
Somebody that
Or somebody that was Tykes and on their way into high school or anything, you know what I mean?
It's so many, you can't even really count. If you look at it for real from Centerville's standpoint, Tigers, from the Tykes, any 90% of the standout kids, to me, in any like the local programs, at some point in time, it's a lot of them that then came through this program, the Centerville Tigers program.
Okay, so stop pump faking and say some things.
Yeah, this is living legends, man. This not living scary, man.
Are we talking about just from the organization or just?
That y'all
that
had
y'all put
y'all
y'all hands on.
The first time I seen Tonyo Johnson play was for Coach Mojo. Like, I still remember that like it was yesterday.
Okay.
So he caught,
Talk your shit. All right.
yeah.
Now we talk.
Okay. Who else we got?
But I don't even look at Centerville Tigers as like from the Tykes, because all the coaches always interact, but it's just so many kids. I mean, you got Sprague from East Side, You got State, pretty much all them East Side
State
kids.
Street,
Yeah, State
Jeff,
Street.
all them.
Jeff
Did
Thomas.
they play there as Tykes?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't know?
That's what I'm saying, because, you know,
Okay.
we talked
Yeah.
midgets and we came in later, but it's still Centerville Tiger affiliated.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, y'all know I would have remained with y'all in Centerville,
I already know.
but what happened, man, I was working 2 jobs, and man, we'd go play these games, man, say 10 o'clock, and we'd be playing at 1.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I need a little bit more stability, dog. I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing, man. I didn't care about no uniform or none of that. Like, I'm like,
That turned a lot of people off. Like, them first couple of years was rough. You know what I mean? Just from that. So I get it. Like, I can't be mad at that. But it was out of our control. That one, we just as mad as the parents.
all right, so one thing I gotta tell y'all on iLLSports, man, I gotta keep it real, dog. So, man, they said y'all boys weren't cutting it at the midget. Like, they said y'all couldn't coach them, that y'all weren't successful, and that's why y'all went back down.
It's the difference between getting kids that's already lost. We coming in first, second year. You gotta remember, when we went to Tykes, we was getting beat. Like, the first couple of years, we was getting beat handedly. You know what I mean? And every year we got better, trying to figure out. And like I'm telling you, I know my defining moment when, like I said, I'm taking it back to my granny. She been teaching forever. She said them 5 and 6-year-old kids they learn more than what a grown person do.
Sponge.
Yeah, you can teach them anything, and they gonna listen. You keep them fun and keep it engaged, they'll listen, and it just become repetition. And like I say, our Tykes, I don't know about everybody else's, but we was running the same stuff we ran at Cahokia High School, calling the same plays, exactly the same, split right, wide receiver motion, fake 28-32 dive on 3. Like, that's how I'm calling plays.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
being a youth coach, how you guys feel about having a true feeder system to where y'all running the exact same thing that the high school running, and you have coaches in place to complement what the other coaches are doing instead of dropping off? How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I think it's beneficial, you know what I mean? Because then because you know, it's all about muscle memory. You want people to do stuff that come naturally, and the less you thinking and the more you playing off instincts, the better you're gonna be. So if you're doing the same thing from 5 and you get to 12, you're doing the same thing, but it's a little more advanced. Some of that stuff is gonna be second nature. They don't even have to think about taking a 45-degree jab on a certain thing. Now they can just play. So if you got to learn something new every time, I think it hinders. Or you get a different kind of coach, or I don't know. I think it just changed. I think it hindered the kid.
All right, man. I know a lot of people that graduated from Cahokia or whatnot, man. They've been having like a little bitterness or a sour feel. Like, you don't see a lot of alums in the stands and things like that. Or are you guys active in the alumni association or?
I'm definitely not.
Or being in the stands?
No.
What, like going to the high school games?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
You always been there?
I never stopped.
DG said he ain't blocking for nobody.
I always went.
I went. I mean, I'm a Cahokia Comanche, tried and true, but at the end of the day, it's certain stuff that go on that I'm not a part of, and it's hard for me to support certain things because it's just hard, man.
Can that change though?
Yeah, it can change with some personnel changes, just like they want to have this big hoopla about, you know, the mayoral votes and all that nonsense. Like, do something for the kids and you'll get a lot better support. You worrying about what somebody driving or, you know, all that. Like, the kids is the most important thing.
Yeah.
All the other stuff is irrelevant. You trying to play friends and all that stuff. I don't care about none of that. Make sure these kids getting to school. Make sure people's getting set up. All the other shit is bull. Like, I don't. So that's why it's hard for me to support it. Because you don't even have nobody that's affiliated with the school, coaching the school. So how can, an alumni, how can I even feel like I'm connected?
Yeah, I ain't hands-on. I ain't hands-on. Not to cut you off, I ain't hands-on, but touch on that. That's one of my biggest issues with Cahokia. So many greats that came along that wanted to take over them teams and wanted to be a part of the school, and they was pushed to the side. Whatever happened, I don't know, because I'm not in those rooms. But then you see who's the face of the programs, and you know
it shouldn't be.
You know what I'm saying? Who you would want to, y'all would like to see that was great for the school, and why ain't they in those positions? You know what I'm saying? I ain't in those rooms. I don't know the conversations. I don't know, you know.
I mean, with coaching, man, sometimes people who went to the school don't necessarily mean that they the best option for the school.
True,
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still a job that has to be done. Like, So the guy running East Side or something, he not from East St. Louis, but he doing a good job over there. You know what I'm saying? He from New Jersey.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes.
I'm saying that. I know what he's saying. I get that, but
I'm trying to say with no names and not knowing what I know inside information, and just at the table saying, I know who applied for those positions in the history of the openings. I know who coached, and I know who assisted, you know what I'm saying, in situations, and I know who. You just leave it at that. I don't want to go too deep into nothing to say. You know,
Stop pump fake.
I don't want to burn no future jobs, no future opportunities for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
they know.
I got you.
They know.
Yeah, they
who
know.
the fuck was supposed to be had control over shit a long time ago. I can see if y'all was making big runs, big turnouts, that you got the kids all involved. Nah, man, they need the atmosphere back, and they see they got somebody who is there and show that they capable with the kids, getting them involved, and it's like, okay, let them have it.
Man, what you two gonna do to what you gonna do to get invested in your school, man? Some of the people that's keeping you from the school that you got this sensitivity about. Man, I heard Shaq talk one day. He said a lot of times when we take the sensitivity out of situations, then we can be better. You know what I'm saying? We can have better outcomes and better results. Like I was one of the ones as well where, man, forget Cahokia. I'm not doing nothing. No, I'm not wearing nothing that say Cahokia.
I will.
None of that.
I will. That's the thing. But how do you even approach a situation when you see so much smoke clouds even just to get in there? I can't be part of the smoke cloud, so I'd rather not be. I'd rather be on the outside.
Sometimes they say you gotta be the change, man.
Well, you can't. How can you even be the? Sometimes you not.
Did you try?
Have we been trying for 400 years and have we changed?
Man, what's wrong with this dude, man?
I'm being real.
Hey, man, this is the DG, Coach DG, and this is the MoJo Cahok. You know what I'm saying? This is iLLSports247.
And just to piggyback on what I said.
Hey, what I want y'all to do is like, subscribe, and comment, man. Share as well. These dudes crazy.
Hey, to piggyback on what I said, you got like a name, Byron Getz. He coaching Ofallon. And you had to go coach at a no-name school that we ain't gonna hear about. You know, and then we heard again, it's like you back involved in the program, you did it right, you held your head high on it, and that's much respect, but like, you should have been in the Cahokia program a long time ago, the head of it. And Byron shouldn't be in Ofallon coaching. Not saying that that's a great position, nothing against Ofallon, but when you got names like that, as a community, you're supposed to keep those names in your community to drive your programs.
Yeah, that's real.
Because when Byron up there in that big name behind that he made for himself is now pushing Ofallon's program, you know what I'm saying, when y'all could have did that right here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it was set up wonderfully, too. I ain't gonna even stunt. I called Byron, like, hey, look, check it out, dude. What you gonna do? He like, man, I don't even know. I said, well, Cahokia job finna be up. You ain't getting it, but I think I'm gonna stay on the staff. What you trying to do? He like, man, well, I'm gonna apply. So he called me back like, yeah, I got an interview. I said, man, I told you ain't getting it. I got an interview too. But you not getting it, dude. You listening to me or what? Yeah. He just, man, he was so adamant on, man, I got an interview. I like, man, I got one too, man. I got the first one. But I know who getting it already. You know what I'm saying? And what I had to learn was politics involved in everything.
Yeah,
man.
That's crazy.
And you know what I'm saying? That's not, I ain't saying that's good or bad, man, because when I went to that other school up the road, you know what I'm saying? Coach Pickett used to say, hey, look, you go down this street, you take 2 lefts. You make a quick right. You see that sign that says Loserville. You know what I'm saying? So go to that school, man. Shout out to the admin that was rocking with me.
Yeah, not the kids. The kids was great.
Kids was good.
Kids were amazing.
Just you know what I mean? The politics, man. Like sometimes the politics is all bad.
I mean, it's just taking point society. I mean, it's politics. It go hand in hand, and that correlates to that. It's the same.
History kind of come back around and prove themselves, because like a year later, I seen them on the news on some racist shit. But when we went in there and said this shit,
it was a
come on, guys, no way, guys. Right. And then the newspaper read the next year is all coaches in there getting fired for this shit. I said, well, this is hilarious.
We should have went back to the early way. All right, let's revisit the conversation. Yeah. But nah, man. So what I'm saying, man, if I was to ever take over a program, hopefully Cahokia, and how invested could I get you guys to be with the program?
Boy, I'm there. If the same day you sign your name on the dotted line, nigga, I'm there.
Because man, I know that, you know what I'm saying, what they say, the children of the future. That's what they say, man. They told us that in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Children was the future.
You were the future?
Hey, look, so Mojo, with the type of clout that you got with the parents of the kids that you coach, they're not gonna come support you as say you still doing whatever you do in Centerville, but on Friday nights you in your blue and white.
Oh, they come.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They there for that.
Yeah, I will say this, man. In my time coaching at Cahokia for that season, it was rough, man. Just the way things operate, the way things played out, it was rough, man. And he was there every game, but it was rough, man. It was the way they do things was difficult to deal with. And then being at that other school with him, I noticed, like, I'd never forget the first game, the first home game. Rocking.
Man.
And I said to myself, if we could get this mug rocking.
But ain't no way it should.
No, this supposed to be happening up the road, bro. Like, Cahokia's supposed to be the same way.
They shut the city down for a Friday night game.
We had that place up the road rocking.
Yeah.
It was crazy to me. It was nuts. Because we weren't even expected to be good. It was rocking. Rocking. So, like, it was rough in Cahokia, man. I'm not even, just the support from the community, the support from the school.
Yeah, man. I was there at the time, man. And this might not stand true, from my opinion. The administrator at the time, after y'all left, because y'all was there at the time was, you say it was 60-40, they still had a lot of things in place. When we got there, it kind of was different. Yeah. And they understand the students they was teaching, and they understand certain things. So they started taking a lot of that shit away. It was the administrators at that time.
I remember that. Like
they started, it was like prison, high school. I can't, like, y'all loved it. When I heard y'all talking, I'm like, man, I wish I went to school. When I went to school, like AJ and them, they might have different talk about school because they was ball players. So it's different when you're a ball player. When you don't play sports, you just go into the school and you know what I'm saying, dip and dab in and out of those lines, it's like prison.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I was in Cahokia, man, I ran ROTC. I played 3 sports. I was in student government, Johnsville, Illinois grad. I was the president of that. Man, I had a great time in school. I might get that third
hour.
They started
locking us down. We had a
I might get that third hour.
Tucking our shirts in.
I was like, that ain't even high school. How is you telling kids they can't get dropped off at a football game, watch a game, unless a parent with them? Of course you're not going to have nobody in the stands.
They had us locked down. They used to have the police, the metal detectors, they used to have the dogs checking our lockers every day.
It was a point where you from another school, you couldn't go to the game. Yeah, that's real.
They took away all our dances.
That's who y'all was fighting.
They took all our dances away from us, everything. We ain't get to do nothing outside of school.
Y'all was bad, man.
Man, we wasn't that bad, man. Hearing y'all stories, these boys would have go hard to finish. They ain't the reason we ain't got shit.
Yeah, they was bad for sure. I
think they put it up with y'all. They put up with it with y'all. Like, okay, man, we gonna put up with this, right? Because it still benefited them. Like, y'all kind of made them great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
So it was like, okay, shit. DG, nah, he good. Mojo, nah, he get into some little shit. You know what I'm saying? He's making this school.
Mojo.
Yeah, he making this school great.
Oh no, he was sneaky. He ain't getting caught. he ain't getting caught in nothing. He ain't getting caught in nothing.
But like by the time we got there, it was too many of us. You know what I'm saying?
Programs going away, auto body shop, like you pretty much it wasn't nothing. You could do the stuff y'all had like alternative classes, man, none of that. Like it was there, but it was like a skeleton of what y'all got to do.
Yeah, and that's the reason some when I talk to parents, because you know me, hey man, you need to bring your son back home, bring your daughter back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? They like, no, we got better classes here and blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, go on somewhere. But you know what I'm saying? I feel them. I feel
it
them.
makes
You know what I'm
sense,
saying?
man.
Like they like
We used to be in the middle of a class and it just the funding or something just cut short. Man, we building a building in construction class, then the building just don't get built no more. Like,
So y'all just not there.
yeah, it's just like we just showing up now. We just
just started up looking at the shit.
Hey, man, we laughing, but that's crazy. That's mishandling the funds for sure.
I'm just saying, like it was
Let you know if
it was
the
getting
reason
cut
they
left and right.
Yeah, because every year they built something around that school.
Yeah.
But I'm saying when I heard them stories from Cahokia, how I was younger and I seen it and I was like, man, Cahokia was that deal. Like y'all see shutting the city down. It was the people standing outside the gates to get to them games. But I've been to games, you know what I'm saying, like a few years ago and then now, it's ghost town.
Should be 7.
Used to be a time you couldn't even walk the gate.
Yeah.
Like right there in front of the bleachers, you couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing. 2018 you was there.
Yeah.
Y'all won 10 games.
Yeah, 11. If you count the playoffs, we run 13.
All right, yeah. So I tell you what, a team like that, boy, the city shut down. Somebody, whoever was that dog on that team, somebody probably got T-shirts all around with his name or pictures on that run. It was crazy, dog.
And we can't not address that either. Is the alumni people that came to y'all games? Y'all still had them people that played in the '60s and 70s, '80s that was still coming to see y'all play. By the time we got there, man, they moved to Waterloo, Columbia. They weren't coming back.
But the school don't do nothing. The district don't do nothing to keep the alumni engaged.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like you don't do no.
I mean, it's crazy how much a phone call can do. You know what I'm saying? A simple, hey, what's up, Mojo, man? How you doing, man? Hey, look, this is what we doing at the school next month on this day. You know what I'm saying? Try to make yourself available. Ah, man, I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm there. Motherfucker called me to tell me that I'm there. As an alumni, I'm there.
Like it's simple. Like, and man, I ain't gonna lie.
Recognition goes a long way too. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. On the humbug, the kids was talking noise one year. I was coaching at the high school, and they was talking noise about football. I say, man, I can get a 7-on-17 right now, and we'll get with y'all. This is like a Wednesday. On Friday, we had a 7-on-7 game at the school, and it was packed.
Yeah,
It was man. I'm talking about. I looked in the stands. Me and DG, we right there. I said, dang, we could have charged $1. Hey, we could have had a little fundraiser. This could have been about $1,200 right here,
Boy,
just
man,
like that.
not
Not even
even
counting the concession. I'm like, boy, this mug packed, and it was fun too. You know what I'm saying? It was all alumni. It was the people from the team, and ain't nobody else doing that though.
Things they need to do shit like that though. Every year, like it could be a yearly thing.
Yeah, and speaking of alumni coming back, you know, me and DG, we had a little history where we weren't the closest of friends. So, you know what I'm saying? He 98, he graduated. He strolls up to Cahokia. I'm going into my senior year, so I got a little buzz. He strolls in. He happened to have some cleats strapped on his shoulder. And you know, Coach Suggs, he all for that. Yeah, DG, come on out here. We got some DBs. I want you to give them some work. I'm licking my chops because I remember 1998 homecoming. No, 97 homecoming was their senior year. I go out to practice for homecoming, and you know, like I said, by this time I'm cool with the team, so they circle up around me. I'm like, man, damn. So it's a little skirmish pop off. They get to jumping me. In the midst of them jumping me, You know, all I was taught when you get jumped, you gotta get somebody.
Gotta get somebody.
DG happens to, I'm looking, he the only one, he all the way buckled up. Man, I grabbed him by his helmet. And I just locked on. He like, let me go. Man, I get to shaking him. They hitting me, and I'm just steady shaking. So he like, man, let me, I said, tell them let me go. So they let me go. I let DG go. Boy, this boy done, he done discus through my helmet 1,000 feet, boy. Through my jump, Their pads just pop out. I'm like, hey, dude. Hey, man, go get my helmet. He like, hey, look, he like, nah, I ain't gonna get nothing. So his cousin, Big Petey was another cat. Probably should have went D1.
Definitely.
6'4", 300. You know what I'm saying? Could move. You know what I'm saying? Got the swag.
All the accessories.
Laid back, calm, cool. I'm trying to walk up on DG. Big Petey grabbed me like this. Doc, man, chill out, man. Talk him to the side. I say, hey, nigga, don't touch me no more. I walk up on Big Petey again. I try to get to DG. DG laughing like, man, I ain't getting nothing. DG walking out, he getting ready for practice. I'm salty. Big Petey grabbed me again. Doc, man, oh man. This time he threw me a little further. So I stop. I look at DG. I say, I'll be right back. I said, when I get back, I look at Petey. I say, I'm getting my brother kicked your ass. I said, I'm kicking your ass. I'll be right back. I came back, man. I come back riding my bike. Now I'm late for practice. I gotta run extra. Come late for practice. I see them look through the bush. They see I'm by myself. They go ahead and do their thing. They probably gonna jump my brother, whatever. But man, it was so funny. So that time go past now, you know, I got some animal for real. We cool, but I got some animal. He come with them cleats on. I was like, hell yeah, nigga, it's on today. He lined up out there. He got his gloves all unfolded, looking pretty. C19 press, MoJo. Hey, get out the line first. So he gets salty. He like, come on, go again. He hit a little out route. Man, get out here, man. Hey, man, this is DJ y'all talking about right here. Hey, man. Hey, Scout signed him, man.
Well, he said 3 reps, we only did 1. So how we get 3 reps in 1? We did 1 route.
So you got D'd up and didn't want to go again?
No, I got off the line, hit you with the shimmy pow, you lost it, and the quarterback threw a bad pass. I don't even know who was y'all quarterback. Smitty? Was Smitty?
Smitty went there.
Who was the quarterback?
It was Juice and Substar. And you know Juice wasn't gonna throw you a bad ball because y'all on some Greystone stuff.
That don't mean he could throw good passes.
And Juice was the best quarterback at the
My ball was so, you got to think I'm coming from college and I'm coming back to a high school quarterback throwing a
on the money.
I'm sorry.
On the money. you just
Then you almost took the back of my helmet off on the come over. Like it would have been pass interference in the game.
First of all, hey, look, first of all, you know you fucked up, don't you?
What's in my
That boy talking about you had hell.
Right. Cause it was so
real quick, DJ. Real quick. DJ. One-on-one, who win basketball? You or Doc?
Me.
Boy,
Hey, I got a story for that too. I'm not.
somebody at the other school.
Nah, I ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna talk about that. Hey, look, so check this out, man. Basketball, man. Me and DG now, we got a squad, man. We hooping, man. We together, and so Jason Lacey on GG squad, like. You know, I'm trying to be a team player, dog. We playing in the Brooklyn League at this time. We done won the Church League. We playing in the Brooklyn League, and I'm like, all right, shit, we got 10 people. The young guys in the second unit, fuck it, y'all start. I'm going with the second unit, so they don't be out there messing up. Jason Lacey say, yeah, we the A team, y'all the B team.
I remember
Boy, the MoJo steam coming out of my head. Man, boy, like, what? I said, you know what? I'm getting my own team in the church. Since we the B team, I won't play you now. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the game, the first time we play them, man, they killing us. They hop up 20 points. DG bouncing around, Lacey bouncing around, and so we come back. Second half we come back. Like they up 20 plus.
Yeah.
Second half we come back, they win by like 4 points. And they won, but I'm like, shit, yeah, we just exposed y'all. So they get hot. They're like, we was up 20. I said, but y'all won by 4. I said, next game, we gonna see y'all in the playoffs and it's gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, come on, man. You know, DG, he nonchalant with the North. Come on, Doc, man. We just killed y'all. Hey, man, we come back. We meet them in the semifinals.
But tell them what happened though.
Okay.
You was trying to guard me, and I scored the first 12.
Oh.
It wasn't the first 12. It wasn't the first 12.
Did y'all even have 12?
Yeah, I scored the first 12.
Did
In the post,
y'all even
you
have
couldn't
12?
guard me,
I'm gonna
dog.
tell you, look, the first play of the game, we were in the tip. DG trying his best to block my shot. I come right at him.
You got the shot, DG?
Floater.
Well, I don't
Boom.
remember
That
this.
was, you remember scoring 12?
Yes, I remember 12.
How many y'all lose by?
About 30.
50. Hey, look, we in the church playing Mojo. Lacey so mad, he cursing in the church, he talking on. He like, man, you been wanting a piece of me. I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
Well, that was hilarious.
Take this L. So we go in the locker room, I sit right by them. DG right here, Lacey right there. I'm like, man, I told y'all what was gonna happen. Like, y'all talk that? No. I told y'all, I exposed y'all, I knew y'all weaknesses, and it was on. And, you know what I'm saying, DG, man, did you even score that game?
Come on, bro. You was guarding. I scored like 12 out the gate. They started
Ain't nobody in the history of basketball
Boy, you
ever
lying.
scored 12 on
Boy,
me.
you can't stop me. You can't
Huh?
stop me. You can't stop me.
What you gonna do, G? You can't post me up.
Why come I
I'm too
can't?
strong.
You stopping me from getting to my spot?
Easy, you can't travel.
Well, I don't
I
need
got too much D, man.
I
You know
heard you
that.
used to jump out the gym though.
That's all. That's all.
Used to, I still do.
Hey, that's all. Hey, that's over with. Don't make me tell about this story in another school. You better chill out, man.
I'm still feeling the repercussions.
Hey, but man, this is iLLSports247, man. We got Coach DG and Coach Mojo, man. These two of the legends. You know what I mean? These boys, they laid that foundation for a young athlete like myself to just see the do's and the don'ts of what's going on when you get to high school. You know what I'm saying? They had a good time. They was able to excel as athletes. You know what I'm saying? DG was able to do some things academically. It was set up for their boys to do great things collegiately. And I mean, they chose different paths, and they have so much more of an impact on our youth that, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff before what they doing now don't even matter, man. They true humanitarians, and you know what I'm saying, I'm proud to know these gentlemen. And any closing words you got? See, you got a nice shirt on, man. You want to give a shout out? You want to give a shout out to the maker of the shirt or something?
Yeah, my boy AJ Taylor made it right on. Shout out to that. It says, I represent not our Central or not Cahokia Heights, but the Centerville, aka Centerville Tigers. Centerville.
They spelled Centerville wrong.
No, they didn't.
Alright.
Or
I thought they had EO on there, bro. My bad.
Disrespect me like
My
that.
bad, dog. Alright, all good. What's up, man?
People don't like that shit at all.
We lost the whole city.
Spell it right. And then, since we done had to do all this other things, we kind of want people to say the right pronunciation of Cahokia now.
What do they normally say?
It's, you know, they call it Cahokia, but that's not how it's pronounced. You know, it's like the Collinsville. What's Collinsville?
Cahok.
Cahok, right?
Yeah.
So it's something like that. It's Cahokia.
That's what it is?
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced.
I've never heard anyone say it like that.
Me neither, but if he's MoJo Cahok, he knows.
Why is he MoJo Cahok if it's MoJo Cahok? I just need to know some things, man. Some things don't make sense to me.
That was the Indian tribe name. I mean, excuse me, Native American tribe. That was their name.
True. They came from the Alumni tribe too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we're at the table. Everybody. I'm not gonna do this with these guys.
Me neither,
Man.
I'm not either.
Everybody his story, man. We want to shout out Fletcher's, man, for hosting us. This is iLLSports247, man. Make sure y'all get on the page, like, subscribe, and share it amongst your friends, your peers. You know what I mean? We here, man. I want to thank my co-host, KT, and Coach Poe with Trenches Reloaded. Hey, Poe, man, what y'all got going on out there, man? I see y'all doing big things.
We train.
Hey, man, this boy be false flags and so bad.
No disrespect.
But no, we train high school, college, middle school athletes, football players particularly. But we also do speed and agility training on Mondays and Wednesdays. We got our own building in Granite City on Horseshoe Lake Road.
I know you're doing too much. Hey, look, check it out. we got speed and agility going on in Cahokia as well. So,
but not lineman training though, specifically me. Lineman training Tuesday nights from 5 to 6:30 and on Saturday mornings from 9:30
Why don't you let the people see your face, Poe?
You can't see my face.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey, nah, but for real though, Poe out there at Elite Speed, working with those guys, man. Some of y'all, man, it's good to get around and get some coaching from multiple people, man. That way you can take what you need from everybody, and you can see who provide the most for you, and let's go from there.
Unless it's lineman training, then you come to me.
There's also some other guy that's doing lineman training that I've heard.
What's his name? What's his name? Coach Matt?
I don't know, not Coach Mac. I just don't know. You're not the go-to guy for. I'm just playing. No, he's.
Hey, DG.
I'm not the go-to guy. Though.
No, he is.
It's a lot of them out here. We can all do it in the same room and see how that go.
Gee. Hey, he said to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! Hey, but iLLSports247, these are living legends. We out.
Appreciate it.
All right, so Mojo, man, this is a special edit, man. You know, I talked to a lot of people from Centerville, and they say you were the best back to come through Cahokia. How you feel about that?
I mean, the people who have chose.
He had 5 touchdowns in the game.
But they, I mean, but you know, I got a lot of running backs that I really liked it to watch. You know what I'm saying? Even from when I was a little boy, going up there to play under the bleachers and shit. When Big Champion was playing, Mario Shaw and Maya Sims.
Yeah.
You know.
So, do you agree with the people they chose that you was the feature back? Or it was some guys before you or after you that you kind of like running that ball?
I mean, I you know, everybody gonna say they self. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, like if I had my favorite back of all time, actually, it really wasn't me. I went back up there, you know, somewhat like how DG did. You know what I'm saying? But it was different. You was still up there. But I was showing the running backs this step on this sweep. And you know, like it was a couple of the older guys, they might have been like singing, y'all might have been like singers, y'all was acting like y'all didn't want to listen. But the guy who was listening is the guy who the Cahokia rushing lead record holder.
Okay.
And that's Travante Hill.
I mean, his ties are deeply rooted into Centerville. Like when it's hard to even talk about Cahokia athletics without having like Centerville has been the biggest producer in Cahokia athletics.
Hey man, you know what, man? Like, period. The people from Centerville, mainly guys in you guys circle. Hey, there's so many haters in y'all circle. Y'all made me not really fool with Centerville. My family.
I got a question for you though, Doc.
Hey, 1 second. We got the best running back, and we've been asking these questions to everybody who played Cahokia. Both of y'all. Number 1 receiver all time Cahokia. Number 1 quarterback all time Cahokia.
I
know you said you're a receiver, so but quarterback. That's another ongoing.
That's Byron. Like
Okay,
who's
Byron.
question?
Receiver and quarterback.
Oh. Number 1 receiver.
And don't pick a tight end.
Receiver at all time.
I didn't even go to Cahokia.
Who you gonna say?
Go ahead, you get your turn.
So we only had 1 receiver.
Run down the so far. I think Jimmy Hunt got the receiver.
Jimmy Hunt was hard.
Yeah, Jimmy Hunt was cool, but he's a Centerville Tiger.
Jimmy Hunt was one of the best receivers.
Yeah, Jimmy Hunt was
And I
cool.
think Byron got the quarterback on lock.
But see, like when you say wide receiver, to me, you can't, like, I was really a wide receiver, I just had to play tight end.
Right.
Best tight end.
We
No,
gonna
they
put
always
you in the
say they
conversation.
be saying London better, but they would pass the ball way better.
Nobody say nothing.
And bro, I just seen the whole thread that said.
All them cats is 21.
Hey, did you know what though? Byron
21
said
years
himself
old.
on his show. Y'all ain't passed the ball a lot. If they passed the ball like they did in Jimmy Hunt's offense,
Oh, yeah.
then his numbers, all around numbers would have been higher. He
But I
said that
don't see
himself.
how they saying that because shit, man.
Shit, what did y'all do? Because Mojo said he got the ball 2 times a game.
Boy.
But we had to score. We
Well,
scored
we had to
at
split, I had
that
to split carries too.
With Timmy
you know what I'm
Brown.
saying? I was splitting carries. They want.
Timmy was like that.
If I would
Timmy was
Timmy was nice,
tough, yeah. If I would have been like
Corner
in a-
too.
in like
Timmy was
a Al
ball
talk
player.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it would
But
have
that
been
field.
Ooh, a little bit ugly.
But that's what we used to tell people, like,
That,
on our
that,
team,
that game was the most I've ever had the
Yeah.
ball a
So,
game.
Doc, I got a question for
you
you.
never know.
Is Vincent Perry in that conversation?
Not at all.
The best running back, from what I've seen,
Not at all.
I mean, he's a nice running back. When you're talking about, like, pure, dude, you got people like Paul Davis that was before him. You got people like Tyson Taylor.
This is the thing, man.
We got Westbrook.
Westbrook is the sleeper.
Yeah.
Facts.
He's a sleeper. Westbrook, he probably had, statistically, Westbrook probably was one of the best ever.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? He had about down to 13 yards a carry. He had 15 TDs, 100 carries. Hey, he did it, you think he's scoring. Westbrook was like that. You know what I'm saying? He had some flaws in his
Even with
game.
Vincent getting over 1,000 2 years
No,
straight.
it's not the same, dog.
He got the carries to get a
He
guy
got the
too.
carries,
yeah.
Right.
So Vincent for a career he probably averaged 7 yards carry.
Westbrook's at
You
You know what I'm
13.
saying? We got fullbacks that do that.
Number
You know what
one
I'm
class of Cahokia.
98.
0-1. Easy.
01 came after 98. Y'all, everything y'all did, y'all tried to be like us. Y'all had all our prototypes. Like how Kobe is the prototype to Michael Jordan. Y'all had the prototype. You was his prototype. Smitty was trying to be
Nah,
my
man, for
prototype.
real though, man. Me and Mojo should have shared carries my freshman year.
Bro, you was a freshman.
I know he should have been a feature back, but Mojo playing corner and Tony that pill.
That- it was
Doc
expected.
supposed to go win next.
It was expected to play two
I
ways.
gave you that. I
It was
gave you
expected
that.
to
You
play
was
two
a
ways.
dog. Shit, it was only a couple people I'm talking to at the game.
Is
Making sure, hey, look,
is
nah,
there anybody in the last 5 years that's in the conversation for anything?
Look, for real,
Conway.
Benford is nice.
You gotta put Sean Benford.
Sean
in there.
Sean
Benford,
Benford, the dog.
total, when you
Beast.
talk about total football player, Sean Benford in the conversation.
He might be Fontez D-Bear.
Yeah.
Like when you have to think about it, he is
He can do everything.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? He can do everything but quarterback. He cold.
Yeah, he called.
I know.
Shit,
All right,
he throw
Sean-
that ball too.
Not no more.
Oh.
That was Little League. He can throw a little deep. Now he can't throw. But cold. Dog.
Yeah, he called. Yeah, he called.
Let me see.
Sean Benford. Conway. Levantez, yeah. Then you got Sidney Houston before he.
Before he transferred.
Before he left.
Yeah.
Sidney was cold. Hold up. It's somebody we missing off one of the squad.
Malik.
Malik in the
Shaw?
conversation. He in the conversation of all time with the quarterback.
Facts. I
I don't
agree.
remember him.
He was 18, 2018.
He in the conversation.
Who was all in
That's
that?
Champ son.
That was
Champ.
Conway.
Okay, that's Champion's son.
He
Okay.
went crazy that year.
Yeah, he was tough too.
Yeah. And what y'all went to quarterfinals?
Yeah.
So you go.
Dino?
Yeah.
Dino.
So think
The
about
conversation for the top DBs in the history.
Then they had that little linebacker. I think he was pretty good too. But number 6,
No, no.
DN or something he was.
You talking about DJ? Big DJ was a dog.
Yeah.
32.
The
Big
Delurs.
DJ.
The
Delurs. Delurs was a monster.
Sylvia Tiger, Delurs.
Yeah, but see the thing that be cracking, the thing that be all these names that y'all
Now,
be
he came
saying.
through little tights.
When we be talking about great people, they all came from the same Centerville projects that we grew up in. Like 90% of the football players in Cahokia history that's greats either came from Centerville or was in them projects where we was from. And that's a fact.
Ain't nobody knocking that at all.
I know what I'm saying, but that just
most places where it's
to
good
the
football, it's a neighborhood somewhere
Yeah, and we-
where they coming from. You know
That's
what
why I
I'm
like
saying?
my city so
Except
much.
me, because I was the only one came from
Oh my God, bro! You always be trying to be extra.
Only one came from them weathers, boy.
All letters. You know Tyrell Jackson?
Yeah. There you go. Only one.
Hey, look, man, that boy came from the Weathers, but boy, you came from New Orleans. Man, you know Tyrell. You know Kappa.
I'm not one just trying
Why
to
you
get
going
that
up?
shot.
Why you going up Kappa?
I'm not throwing it up.
You ain't no Kappa.
That's the blood.
Man, you definitely ain't no blood. Man, get this dude, man. Hey, but Mojo say he the best running back coming through. He say Byron the best quarterback and DG the best receiver. That's all class of '98. That's bias.
That's not bias. That's facts.
That's bias.
Best quarterback, my next
And
door
actually,
neighbor
bias, you
Trust.
can't put it. And bias, you can't put an ED on.
Hey, that's my boy Troy.
My next door neighbor
put
Trust.
ED on bias.
And then I'm going with Chris Kirk,
Oh yeah, that's about Chris Kirk.
the smartest quarterback ever in Cahokia history.
Where do you go to West Point?
Chris Kirk, yeah.
Went to West Point.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We out though, man. This is after hours. These boys crazy.
Thank you, man.
We got the killers over here.
Yeah! We got killers over here. Yeah!